This screencast is going to show you how to use scientific notation in a TI30X2. It'll either have an S or a B. S is for solar, B is for a battery operated, and these come in various colors, so you may see some different color combinations, but it'll be similar. There'll be a dark color and then a lighter color for your function keys, so we'll talk about that. I'm going to talk about how we enter numbers in scientific notation. So a number like 1.23 times 10 to the fourth is scientific notation. On a spreadsheet, you're going to see this as 1.23 E04, or just 4, depending on the spreadsheet application, how it handles that. So in the calculator, this times 10 function is going to be taken care of by an EE button. So I'm going to show you how to do that on your calculator. So you're going to do 1.23, and then you're going to hit this second button, so it's the lighter color, second, and then you'll see the EE, and I'm going to zoom in so you can see that a little bit better. This EE button is above the 7, the x to the minus 1 key above the 7, so EE. And you'll see that gives me an E up here at the top. And then I'm going to enter 4. And then I'm going to enter and complete the number. I'm going to put enter, or if you're multiplying, do your operation. So you'll see this automatically converts the number back to regular notation. If I want to keep it in scientific notation, okay, I'm going to have to tell the calculator to do that. So on this button, you're going to see the SCI/ENG. So if I want it in scientific notation, I have to hit second and then SCI. And these arrow buttons will move that underline from the flow over to the SCI. And then if I hit enter, you'll see that it gives me that number at times 10 to the fourth. So you'll see it's two different formats. When I enter it, it's E4. When it shows it on the display, you'll see the little tiny times 10 here at the bottom. Okay. And we're going to do another example here. If I do a negative exponent, so if I have 5.67 times 10 to the negative 8th, I'm going to clear that one out. I'm going to do 5.67, again, second, EE. This time I have to use my negative button, which is down here at the bottom, first, negative 8, and hit enter. Now you'll see this one doesn't give it to me in regular notation because I told the calculator to be in scientific notation. So if you see those little tiny letters there, and again I'll zoom in for you, you'll see the calculator is in scientific mode. So this is what tells you that you're in that mode. Okay, if I want to go out of that mode, I have to go back to the second function, second, and where you see that SCI, and arrow back over to Florentine notation, and then hit enter, and you'll see that it's going to convert my number over. The thing that you should notice here is the number that I entered is 5.67 e to the negative 8. When it comes down here into standard or Florentine notation, notice it's 5.7. It doesn't have enough room in this display to put all of the digits. So if you're doing numbers and you're not in scientific notation, you ever see lots of zeros with 1 or 2 digits at the end, you need to go back and convert your calculator to scientific notation to make sure that you're seeing all of the digits. Okay, and I'm going to clear that out just so you get to see it one more time. I'm going to multiply these two numbers, so 1.23 second EE4 times 5.67 second EE negative 8. Again, I always have to put the negative sign in first and hit equals. Again, I'm in scientific notation view, so I'm going to do my sig figs then if I do these two numbers. I'm going to take the least amount of sig figs, so I'm going to have this to 3, so I write down in my answer 6.97 times 10 to the negative 4th. So just be careful that you don't miss copying that times 10 to get your final answer.